Andreja Rosandic este Project Manager în cadrul European Venture Philanthropy Association și va prezenta demersurile realizate în cadrul proiectului Collaborate for Impact în țările din spațiul estic și Rusia. Doamna Rosandic are peste 15 ani de experiență în finanțări sociale și întreprinderi sociale în Europa, Balcanii de Vest și, recent, în vecinătatea estică. Este pionier în domeniul serviciilor de mentorat, coaching, consultanță și instruire pentru diferiți antreprenori sociali și alți actori interesați din economia socială. Recent a inițiat un curs privind antreprenoriatul social la Facultatea de Științe ale Educației și Reabilitării din cadrul Universității din Zagreb. Doamna Andreja Rosandic, vă ascultăm.
Thank you very much, and thank you for this opportunity to present the project. I will share my screen to show you. So it is about a project which is called Collaborate for Impact, with main aim to support and strengthen social entrepreneurship development and social entrepreneurship ecosystem development and social investment towards the economic and social cohesion in the Eastern Partnership countries and Russia. We started in September 2020. The project is 5 years long, and it is going to be implemented in those. I will tell you a little bit later. Let me just shortly tell you about who EVPA is. I'm not sure if EVPA is very well known in the region. So just shortly to inform you that EVPA is a membership organization that gathers mostly venture philanthropists and social investors with the main aim to enable them to maximize societal impact through increased resources, collaboration, and expertise. How EVPA is doing that is through the co-creation of well-functioning ecosystem for societal impact, through increased funding and expertise coming from into the venture philanthropy and social investment or impact investment space, and to increase effectiveness of venture philanthropists and social investors. As you can see here on this slide, basically there are many members. You can see that they're coming from various institutions and various legal type of entities, from service providers, financial institutions, private equity firms, foundations. We also have some academic institutions who are teaching social entrepreneurship and social impact investment, and also some other associations. So we are basically gathering all those organizations that are interested in or they're already practicing venture philanthropy and social investment across Europe or anywhere in the world. What are the core operating principles when we are talking about venture philanthropy? Because venture philanthropy is a long-term and high engagement approach that supports social purpose organizations. So we use this term social purpose organizations because we want to cover and capture all of those who have a social mission at the first place. So they can be also non-profit organization, social entrepreneurs, cooperatives, and any other legal entity that you were mentioning during your presentations who wants to maximize their social impact. How we are doing it? We are doing it through the three main core practices. First of all, it's always tailor-made financing for the specific need of that specific social enterprise or social purpose organization. Through the non-financial support, it's mostly in a form of capacity building, mentoring, coaching, trainings, workshops, whatever is needed, networking as well. So whatever is needed to the social enterprise. And we implement and practice this impact measurement and management that is a crucial part of this approach. The project Collaborate for Impact has been developed, so last year we started. Basically, The countries that are involved includes Eastern Partnership countries and Russia, but the action is implemented under the multi-annual Eastern Partnership Civil Society Facility, which is financed under the European Neighborhood Instrument. So you can see this on this graph. Basically, we have two main areas of work, and we are promoting social innovation and social entrepreneurship in those countries. Additionally, we have also one specific action in Armenia, which is COVID relief funding. There is funding available for those social enterprises who have been heavily hit by the COVID crisis. This is already in the process. We already had a call for proposal. We received, I think, around 100 applications, and now it's in the process of selection, those who will be actually receiving financial support. Here you can see just visually countries that are included, so countries that have been mentioned already, but as well Belarus and Azerbaijan and Georgia. We are doing it through partners. So in each of the countries, we have a partner, a local partner that is already well-established organization within the local ecosystem. And of course, we want to make synergies with everything that is going on in each of the countries. So it's not that EVPL on one side will bring the knowledge and expertise coming from the supply side, while those organizations in the local context will actually work with the social enterprises. So in Armenia, that's Impact Hub Yerevan. In Belarus, that's Dobra Foundation. In Georgia, that's Center for Strategic Research and Development of Georgia. In Ukraine, we work with CLAB. In Russia, we work with a foundation called Nastrechu Pareneman, and recently joined two new organizations. One is Ecovizio from Moldova, and the other one is Educational Hub in Azerbaijan. Knowing how legal systems are, I would say, quite challenging in all of those regions, we needed to have a legal partner, which is Denton, who is providing us a pro bono services. It was very important because not just signing the contracts with the partner, but also for sub-granting, having various legal systems in place in each of the country. It's quite challenging and difficult to find a solution how to do that within EU-funded project. What has been, I would say, a background or rationale for applying for such a project has been challenges and opportunities that EVPA actually recognized in those countries. And challenges go in line with, first of all, weak organizational and financial sustainability of local players. So there are many beautiful and very good examples of social enterprises delivering various types of services and doing a great job. However, their financial sustainability or organizational sustainability has been quite weak. On the other side, there is also low understanding of the concept of social economy, excuse me, and social entrepreneurship and social impact investment. And I'm talking about, in some of the cases, in some of the countries, even among even among players who are in the social economy, they might be either misunderstanding or using different definitions or concepts which might cause some misunderstandings. And then on the other side, the general public that there is really low understanding of the concept. And the third challenge is a lack of legal regulations, which you all reported, even in the countries which have legal framework. There are some, again, challenges that might be also tackled through this. Also, one of the things that we realized is insufficient coordination among those who are providing funding. Donors are leaving or changing their strategical goals, and that leaves social enterprises or non-profit organizations in some kind of a gap, not being funded. Together with those challenges, we also found some of the opportunities. First, and the biggest opportunity, and the greatest things, what is happening is the fact that there are many local practices and examples of good practice of great social enterprises, social businesses, working in so many areas, so many industries, and providing so many social good. There is also increasing interest from the business sector to engage. What we realized from a membership base of EVPA is that there are many people who want to give back to the society and they want to be engaged socially. Plus, there is also a huge diaspora who is also interested in giving back. So it seems like there is a momentum for social enterprises and entrepreneurship to grow across the region. However, the sector is relatively young and unevenly developed across the region, depending from country to country. But in general, still there is a momentum that is very interesting. This is very interesting topic, especially knowing that during the crisis, social enterprises were the one who actually managed to sustain job and to sustain in different ways, struggling, but to sustain their operations. And then also there is increasing funding towards social economy and social entrepreneurship in general, also including this region, which is again a very good momentum for social entrepreneurship to develop further. We will address those challenges mainly through these four, I would say, activity groups. First of them is general awareness raising and promotion of social innovation. We already started with a mapping study, which is a baseline. I know many of you already, many of you are doing it, and I've heard just Ukrainian example of assessing the needs of social enterprises, which is great. And through that, we plan to identify who are the main key stakeholders in each of the groups: social enterprise group, investors group, social investors, corporate social responsibility, companies who might be interested, various foundations, so all types of stakeholders. We also plan to promote and share these best practices. There will be online in the form of video, and there will be also some case studies that will be developed in like a storytelling, maybe even a paper copy or copies that will be shared through the online tools. There will be a lot of educational events for different type of audiences. One of the events that is going to happen is happening from 9th to 11th of June. This is going to be a regional event organized by EVPA, including all of our partners, where we plan to launch this project. Through our local partners, we plan to have competitions of ideas and purpose-driven business models. So this is going to be done in the country by the partners for social enterprises. And there is also one activity that actually came as a result of lack of available information for investors. So we plan to establish an online platform for sharing projects and deals, to be something that will be available, for example, if any investors is looking for a good opportunity to invest. We hope that this platform will actually help social investors to find a good deal for them. The second group of activity is policy dialogue and exchange of practices. Again, exchange of practices at the regional level, within EIP countries, practices from Central and Eastern Europe, Western Europe. So EVPA will bring the knowledge expertise that already has gained in other regions of Europe, and then sharing them here. And then also we plan to have a policy dialogue with stakeholders and a policy nexus that will actually showcase some of the good examples. The third group of activities is networking and engagement with local and European stakeholders. Again, a lot of educational events for diverse stakeholders. And also we plan to organize something that we called social investors meeting or social investors club. There is also a concept of impact investors breakfast. So these are type of activities that will actually gather social investors for them to exchange their knowledge, expertise, experiences, and to collaborate together in order to provide best suited support for social enterprises or social purpose organizations. And then the last fourth group of activities is venture philanthropy funds. This is sorry, I don't know if you see and I'm moving this anyway, sorry. Venture philanthropy funds. So Armenia, Georgia, and Ukraine, those are the countries where our partners organizations will initiate venture philanthropy fund. This is based on their already previous intention and they already initiated some of the activities. And here EVPA will provide them support in design of investment strategy and the fundraising plan. There will be scholarships and study visits for local partners and stakeholders as well. And we plan to connect them with learning from social investment practitioners. So basically they will be put together with various people who are more experienced in this area. We already started with that activities. We had 2 trainings for partner organizations coming from already established venture philanthropy funds. So they have been sharing some of the, good practices and challenges that they have been facing through that process.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rosandic, for your presentation. I'm sure you also have many good practices to share with us, but the time is not fair with us,
and
we have to.
Thank you.
But it's a promise that your presentation will be shared with our participants if you are okay with this. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again for your presentation.